And welcome back, guys, to Turn-Based Chronicles, where we are doing Heroes of Might and Magic 4. Now, Heroes of Might and Magic 4 is a well-known title, mostly hated by the fans of the original first games. Sadly, for them, I actually do like Heroes 4 above all others because it has a certain it has that certain thing, that certain feel that the game tried to be something more than just first three games. A little bit of evolution, and not overly too many things changed. I mean, there are certain things like heroes on the battlefield, which I did hear that the people actually requested that. So they listened and they put the heroes on the battlefield, and people didn't like that all of a sudden. But again, I would say the mostly because of at the very beginning it came with many bugs. Yeah, I didn't even have multiplayer if I'm not mistaken. But when I got the freaking thing, it was like the moment it got released, I bought the game, didn't like it at all. Mind you, I will again say Heroes series is not my cup of tea. Age of Wonders and Disciple series is my cup of tea, but Heroes 3 and beyond that or before that were never really one of those games that I would get into. But this time around I will not really try, because I did play a little bit of Heroes 4 and I did finish 2 missions finally of Heroes 3, first 2 missions of the original campaign. So Restoration of the Eratia, that is. So yeah, I mean, I like Heroes. I like the series. It's a great series, to be honest. But I think that Heroes 4 is the best of them, because it has that, again, certain feel to it that no other has that. I mean, it has a combination of Age of Wonders in terms, not really, but you have like the ability to split your armies. You have the ability to utilize those infantry, soldiers, whatever, and utilize them to pick up your resources on the map, like in Age of Wonders, for instance, and except capture, of course, buildings. You can't do that with these creatures, but that's okay. I mean, that's good enough, you know. You can create massive armies without heroes needing to lead them. That's okay. You know, you can make a freaking Fellowship of the Ring if you really want to, which is again cool. Now, of course, there's always a balance issue. Now, again, this is Heroes 4 Winds of War. Okay, the entire gold edition, if you want to call it. I mean, with all the expansions, the 2 expansions that came out, Winds of War and something else, I forgot the name of it, Storms of something. Anyway, so I'm guessing they tried to balance it out until the end, when of course the New World computing died out and 3DO of course went poof. Sadly, of course, mind you, sadly. Now, I really do like Heroes 4, with all honesty. What from a little I played compared to 3, I really like those little things they added. To me, it means a lot, because I do always prefer have heroes on the battlefield instead of them just standing on the sideline and using magic, which is totally like, or buffing your units and that's it. Which is again to me really not the most interesting. Not that I mind much. Again, I love Heroes 1, 2, 3. Them actually, and I do love Heroes 4 just because it had this certain thing. I love the graphics of it, amazing modeling of those units, and I mean, just wow, the game looks amazing. The music is beautiful, of course, but that's all for all Heroes games. That's the fact. Heroes 5 also was actually the Heroes game that I played after Heroes 4 when I was disappointed by it. I played that when it came out. I was disappointed only in Heroes 5, only in terms that it's missing certain things that Heroes 3 had. For instance, like you can choose 4 heroes to drop into the next scenario and stuff like that. You're just forced to play with this one character and that's it. That's not my, I mean, that's okay for, I guess, for the storytelling purposes, but again, having more stuff, more choices is always better. So yeah, but also the crude AI of the Heroes 5, which cheats even on normal. I barely finished the human campaign, I do remember that, and coming with, I think the next campaign is the Inferno campaign. And I do remember having to fight the elves, and they were just coming and coming and coming, and I tried to restart the scenario. Mind you, again, back then I wasn't really into turn-based fantasy games compared to like Panzer General and stuff like that, but I was, again, never my cup of tea, except of course Age of Wonders and Disciples, but those are definitely much more interesting to me lore-wise than the Heroes, because, again, mind you, I was never a fan of the part of Heroes where you have like different sanctuaries, different, like you have Stronghold, you have the Human Empire and all that, but they have only two different units and stuff like that. That's okay, of course, that's cool, but then you're a human faction, you capture Stronghold faction or whatever the faction, like I don't know, the undead, for instance, Stronghold, and you capture that castle, and now you can build undead units and stuff like that. But I would love like a migration system that Age of Wonders had, and just put like, I don't want to play with the undead, I want to have even more men, even better production of the units, of the human units, that is, of the human faction, and that's it. But again, it doesn't exist in Heroes at all, but that's okay. That's okay. Again, that's one of those little things that I really didn't like. And of course, I never understood how to go around with having more heroes, because utilizing heroes just to capture mines and stuff like that later on, choosing these 2-3 heroes, main heroes that will become for you, while others are just errand boys. I really don't like that part at all for heroes. I hate that, actually, because that means that your heroes are useless. Or all other 5 of them. Or how many, actually, I don't know how many you can have heroes, if there is a limit to that. But anyway, so enough for talking. Of course, I'm gonna talk a lot, man, as always. And again, this is a turn-based Chronicles. The point of it all is to make videos of games that I consider very good, and that you need more videos of them in higher detail. And I mean, there are already huge amount of well, videos, yes, huge amount. You have campaigns made by many good people out there, so I would advise you, if you want to watch campaigns, and if you don't want to ever play of this game because you're so hateful for it, again, it's easier to hate than love, man, just so do remember that well. And so you can always watch that, or watch this video and enjoy it if you can. So again, it is pretty much blind for me. I played a little bit, not too much, because I always prefer to, if I'm gonna show something off, I want it to be blind more, because it's gonna be interesting for me to learn how to freaking play all this, learn every statistic, if of course that's not never gonna happen, mind you, and stuff like that. So let's begin a new game. We're gonna go with the scenarios, because this is gonna be the easiest way for me to do and show off the game and certain aspects of it, and of course learn certain aspects of it. So what I'm gonna go with is Ice Age. Ice Age, because we did the Age of Wonders 2 Shadow Match on the freaking ice planet of evil, and that was a beautiful beautiful stuff right there. So I want to do an Ice Age one again, lots of snow, lots of stuff. So the Ice Age is here, and the only survivor will be the one who goes underground. Defeat all other kingdoms and heroes to lay claim to the safety of the cavern below. So we're gonna go again. We have the media map, we have the difficulty, the standard. I think this is a standard difficulty for it. That is, I guess, the recommended difficulty, and of course how many players, and of course which expansion is required. This is Winds of War, and I think the Winds of War was the last one, of course, because we have the title screen of the Winds of War, so I'm guessing that was the last expansion pack of 2. Anyway, so moving on, let's do this one. So here we have a choice. We have 6 faction. I can't ever remember the names of them, because they always have ridiculous names. So yeah, Stronghold, blah blah blah. Anyway, so this, I'm gonna choose the human faction. I always like, because human faction is something that I can, I guess, control well and play well, because I understand that faction. All other factions are too strange for me. Though again, I will say that the Heroes 4 is definitely the hero game if I'm gonna watch it like Conan game, you know, like Hyborian Age game. It is the closest it comes to it. I don't know why. I guess that feel it has. Again, I'll repeat, that feel is something special, something je ne sais quoi, if you will, something very unique, certain to this game, especially this game. It has that strange new world, of course, because Aratia got destroyed completely in Armageddon Blade, and of course you have like this new world, new monsters, new stuff, you know, everybody's adapting and stuff like that, which is totally cool. Again, it's the only game that reminds me of Hyborian Age for some reason. Anywho, so we're gonna be life. So we have some choices. We have life, we have order. Of course, order is the spellcasting faction, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, we have death, which is the necromancer faction. We have chaos, which are the demon faction. We have the nature, which are the elven and all other factions inside of the elven thing. I think we could have like dwarves even. Strangely enough, I think, mind you. No, dwarves are actually for the elemental faction, which was before that. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, this is Might, and this is the barbarian faction. So this is the Conan faction, because they really go up with that dynamic. Just feels like Conan. Good stuff. So we're gonna go with life. Human faction, easy for me to play it. I like, again, the units of it. I will lead that faction. It's too bad I can't change the color, because I would love to go with yellow or pink. Pink is the best color ever, mind you. So loss condition, lose all towns and armies. Easy enough. Victory condition, be the only player to own towns. Not really easy enough. So anyway, so we have again another aspect of this game is that mobile guards. Easy to understand if you read the manual. So you have the stationary guard. This is the classical thing. Just stand there and wait for you to attack them. Mobile guards will attack you, or maybe I'm not sure, but I'm guessing they're mobile, so they might actually move from time to time. So you can capture items and stuff like that. Plus, it's much more beneficial for you also because it will fuck up the AI, your enemy AI. It's good stuff, right? So we have few difficulty levels. We have the novice, intermediate, advanced game, and expert. So expert is the expert is the, I guess, perfect for this map. We're gonna go, of course, on the advanced game because at this harder setting, neutral armies are larger than normal. You start with the same amount of gold as the enemies, and that's it. So the only difference is that the neutral armies are big, and that's it. I'm totally okay with that. I don't know. I always talk too fast. I want to explain so much. I can't even breathe. Okay, let's begin. So yeah, this is gonna be quite interesting to me because it's not Age of Wonders where I have to talk fast, and I do tend to talk fast, sadly, because of Sudden Strike matches that I did cast on, and you have to talk fast when you cast because it's just, you know, the action is constant. I totally forgot how to talk slow. So here it is, Heroes of Might and Magic 4, the beginning of it all, for me at least, because again, getting used to this everything here is just gonna be mind-blowing for me. First and foremost, what I'm gonna say is that I adore the UI. The UI of this game is so nice looking. This is something that is definitely not happening anymore in games. The games are becoming more casual, and with that said, the UI becomes more casual. It starts feeling more like, for instance, if you played Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, for instance, it has a beautiful UI. I mean UI in terms of, it has like nice decoration, emblems and crap like that. It's just beautiful to look at. While the Skyrim UI is just shit. So, you know, you have that just pure grayness of it. That's ugly. I hate anything that doesn't have color because, to me, I think this is just the age where people are just so into gray and black that the color does not exist for them. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, let's see. We have 7 resources. All these resources except the wood, of course, ore and gold are the more scarce ones. So you won't find them that much, but there are of course certain, like for instance, the gem mine right in front of us. We have that to capture 1 gem per day for its owner. Good stuff. So of course, if you right click, you will understand everything. Again, I do like, for instance, compared to 3, that you have like your first village, your first town, and you can see the healthness of it all, and of course you can see where on the map it is. That's nice. So if you have a few towns, you can see exactly where on the map they are. Just beautiful. Of course, there's a beautiful tutorial also, which will allow you to experiment with the new stuff, like splitting armies and stuff like that. And my mouse is screwing me up, so excuse me if my mouse goes a little bit berserk here and there. So let's see. In front of us, there's a chest of evil, an adventure map, treasure chest. Also, the addition, I think this is an addition, not sure about this, but still, there is like, if for instance, ice terrain has a movement cost of 1.75 per tile. We're never gonna remember this, but nonetheless, if you're not aligned to order, this will actually hinder your movement points. So we're not order faction, we are life. I don't know if this will go with life. I think green just goes with life, so yeah. So we are life faction. If we are on the greenest areas, we'll have some good stuff. So as you can see, native creatures have a movement cost of 1.25 per tile. Okay. Again, it's a native terrain of creatures aligned with order. It's not like a huge boost to the enemy if they're aligned to that faction, but it still gives us a little. Those are little things to me that matter more, because they're just nice to have and and see. It's attention to detail, and I love that. Again, the game looks amazing. As I said before, everything about it looks amazing to me. The look of the units, look of the combat. We're gonna come to that later on. I do like the combat system. I do really. It gets like you have to get used to it, but when you understand, you'll understand. For instance, we have here like 2, 4, 6, 7 freaking things here, right? 7 spots where you can put your soldiers, your heroes, whatever, right? So anyway, so for instance, we have a squire here, and of course our hero, Araja. Araya? I'm gonna go with Araya because Araja just sounds not fancy enough. So beneath them we have, of course, our crossbowman, and this is the back line. Yes, you only have 3 spots for the back line. That's okay. I think we'll see how that actually goes into the game. Again, it's quite blind for me, but so we're gonna at least get used to it and see the bad stuff, the good stuff, the ugly stuff. Now there is Equilibrius mod for this game, made by Russian, I think Russians probably. Mostly like Russians do everything in terms of modding than most Western modders, because it's a niche title. Even if it is a Heroes 3, for instance, it's enough like that you will find more like Polish, Germans, and Russians doing mods more than the Westerners. So there you go. Beautiful stuff, of course. I adore most Russian mods are fantastic. They add always a huge amount of stuff, but this mod is not really something that adds stuff. It's more like balance mod. Okay, and that's it. Never tried it. Heard about it, of course. Seen it, not really, just seen a fucking page. And of course, I will not play it because I have to learn the vanilla. Before you play again any game, first learn the vanilla game and then play with mods. Do whatever you want after that. So anyway, so we have, of course, our castle here, and of course we have the treasure chest. We're gonna immediately pick up the treasure chest and see what we get out of there. Just as you expected, the treasure chest is filled with gold. Now you must decide if you want to keep the gold or give it to the local peasantry. Now we have 10,000 gold. I'm not gonna give them gold. I'm gonna just donate the gold for 500 experience. Not a huge amount of experience, mind you, but it's a beginning, and I want to have my hero, my main hero, leveled up. Now, of course, I do remember that most people tend to go like in Heroes 3, at least when I see the videos, and I do watch a lot of videos for Heroes 3, be it in Polish or whatever language. I enjoy, I understand, I'm a gamer, I understand what they're doing. So I see that they always go for any kind of, in scenarios, for each certain hero that has good aspects to it that they are interested in mostly. If they have like, like life magic or some crap like that at the very beginning, or something that gives them beneficial more than other heroes, they go with it. But I actually will stick to RPing my character, so to speak, in terms that they're given to me, like this, like Araya. She's level 4 knight, so I'm gonna keep her as is. She's my main hero now. For now, until we get more heroes, but for now she is the one. She's not Neo, but she is the one. So let's see what she has. So again, these are the skill stuff. I think it's called skill stuff. Nonetheless, let's call it skill stuff. To basic tactics gives all friendly creatures +1 speed and +1 movement. It also allows you to learn advanced of offense, advanced defense, and advanced leadership. Sorry if I hit mic constantly. I forget where it is. It's a stationary mic. I don't utilize the mic on my headphones because it's awesome. Anyway, after that we have basic offense, increases the melee and ranged attack of all friendly creatures by 10%. It is required to learn expert tactics. And last but never least, advanced defense increases the melee and ranged defense of all friendly creatures by 20%. It is required to learn master tactics. So again, we'll learn all that. I don't know exactly what is the biggest level in this game. or even a Heroes 3. I don't know if there's like a 20 or 50 or 58. I think it's actually beyond 50s. So yeah, there's probably a huge amount of levels for one scenario. Also, we have basic combat. Increases the hero's melee and range defense to 15. So this is just for hero. It is required to learn advanced melee, advanced archery, and advanced magic resistance. So these are buffs. So basic tactics is of course buffing. Basic offense also buffing for your creatures. And of course advanced defense, of course, buff for all friendly creatures by 20%, okay? So basic combat is for us personally. So good stuff to know, right? Yes, it is. So anywho, here we have of course our damage. This is the damage we do in combat, the amount of damage a troop does in combat, 20 to 31 at the moment. I think. No, it's not. No, it's not. I have no idea. Okay, it does. It does. Yes, it is. But this is the general damage. Yeah, this hand-to-hand attacks, of course. Understandable. So if I remove the axe, you can see only 10. If I return it, of course, 18. Okay, this is of course health point 130. Not bad, to be honest. Most creatures, I would say, will probably do less than that. So anyway, but of course it depends on how many creatures there are, so we'll multiply the attack damage. After all, if you're getting hit by 20 gargoyles in the same time, if there are actually gargoyles in this game, you're probably gonna die. So anyway, so we have of course damage modifier for range attack because we have the crossbow. If we remove the crossbow, of course we have Zoro. So we're gonna return the crossbow where it was, and of course also the crossbow compared to the longbow has like removes all range penalties, which is always good, but has always range attack by 3 instead of like 6 or something like that, or even I think maybe 10 for bow, so or 7, something like that for a bow specifically. So bows are definitely, but do have the range penalty compared to the crossbow. Also we have snowshoes. Gives an army the ability to ignore snow terrain movement penalties. This is of course always a good thing because we are actually on the snow, which is of course good stuff. Okay, so on the left side we have formations. We have a loose formation, we have of course tight formation, and we have compact formation or square formation. I'm gonna utilize the tight formation at the moment. Loose formation not for me. If I especially go with archery, that is the archers, I want to have them tight behind, and of course to protect the archers that way. Of course it's not anymore or like in the Heroes 3 the combat grid, it does not exist. It's quite a different kind of look on combat this time around compared to 3. So all in all, let's move on. So that's our hero. That's only one hero we have. We have the squires, and of course they all have all their own skills, which is always a good. Of course that's the classical for every heroes game. So this creature's stun ability gives it a chance to stun an enemy when it attacks in melee combat. Stun enemies cannot take any action or retaliate for 1 turn. So it's always good that. So definitely the squires are excellent. Squires use flails that have a chance of stunning an opponent for 1 turn. The chance of stunning depends on the damage done and the health of the target. Also, of course, we have the crossbowman's powerful weapon does full damage at any range. Again, that's the crossbows. After all, of course, 2 skills. The range ability allows this creature to attack enemies at a distance. But in a melee combat, this creature does half a damage unless it has normal melee ability. Okay, these are the abilities. I'm not gonna skill them their abilities. So, okay, so yeah, he doesn't have normal melee ability. So all in all, he's gonna do half damage in close combat. So long range allows this creature to ignore all range attack damage penalties for distance. Again, good stuff for us. I guess you have to learn this kind of stuff and read them always, because again you can miss few things, and like this damage, 2 to 3 damage, 5, 10 of course damage from the arrows, 2 to 3 melee, that is, again hand to hand stuff, attack like that. Of course 10 health, really not much health to be honest for the crossbow, but again that they're not meant to be in the front line, they're meant to be in the back line. Again, I do like the design of them. I like that they went with purple rose, something like that color. It's purple. I think it's more purple. Pink, yeah, that's rose. Pink. Pink is pink for the win, people. Pink for the win. So anyway, aside from that, of course, we have the damage modifier against hand-to-hand attacks. That's just 13 armor, 13 against the, of course, arrows, or ranged attack, that is. Not arrows, because you have titans that like throw freaking fireballs or lightning attacks or some crap like that. Also, we have a movement. This is how quickly a troop can act during combat. Troops with higher speeds act before troops with lower speeds. Waiting troops, however, act in reverse order. A fast waiting troop waits until all slower waiting troops have acted. So all in all, this is, I guess you can call it an initiative in the game. Of course, this is a movement across the adventure map, as you can see here. Also, of course, we have the morale and luck. Oh, I like that in Heroes the luck is, to me at least, very important to have, especially for a warrior class. If you're gonna, of course, buff your units especially. We shall see, of course, how it goes in this one. It's gonna be quite interesting to see. So again, we have +1 and positive morale, always a good thing. Again, positive morale means the troops will act earlier in the combat round. Negative morale means they will act later. I don't know what the hell is with me and talking and speaking the freaking language. It's always when I try to do this, the Heroes 4, when I tried many times to do this, but they always fail. But oh well. Let's hope this one actually works. So let's see, of course, luck. A troop with positive luck takes less damage in combat. Troops with negative luck take more damage. So again, luck very important for us all. Of course, XP is here for our hero, experience points that is. Of course, we have the this is a troops reserve magical energy. So again, she is a knight, so I'm not gonna concentrate on anything magic for her. She also has, because of the crossbow, she has ability to shoot 12 times, 12 arrow, 12 crossbows, whatever. Crossbows? She can, yeah, whatever. Bolts on crossbow. Bolts. So yeah, all in all, good stuff for her. So we have finished that, we've read all that crap. So let's see what's gonna happen next. First and foremost, let's capture all this gold. Huge amount of gold for us. We have many enemies around us, and I think, yeah, we can move. Yes, we can enter our town. So now let's see, we have 11,600 gold, we have 10 wood, 10 ore, and good stuff. All this is mostly for specific buildings or specialized infantry, or maybe even upgrades for certain infantry. We shall see, won't we? So again, also I like that the terrain changes where you are. If it is, of course, in a snow terrain, you have the different looking terrain, of course, in your castle. So of course, if it's green, you will see of green, nice green lands and stuff like that. Oh no, it's much more. I mean, it's a classical thing. You know, it is Heroes. They didn't change so much, except these certain things, of course, like battle and ability for you to utilize the army of just regular soldiers to cross the heavy way, well, to cross huge amount of roads without heroes. Anywho, so let's see, purchase building. Let's purchase one of the buildings. I have no idea what, so I'm gonna probably go with the city hall because it provides 1,000 gold per day. We have enough of that. So what we need for 2,500 gold, 10 of course wood, and 10 ore. Of course, we also need crystal and gems, so we'll immediately build that. And of course, we can recruit some of our squires and crossbowmen. I'm gonna, of course, always try to go for the maximum amount of course, but again, that costs a lot. As you can see, 512 just for 16 crossbowmen, but again, 16 good enough. And there it goes. So now we can maybe, I'm gonna leave in 21 just because they're my actual attacking unit. I'm gonna combine the crossbowmen because for the higher damage we can do. And now also we have a hero, another hero. Let's see who she is. Kathleen, a priest. Excellent, because I do love priests in any game. They of course always help a lot, especially by healing my troops and stuff like that. Again, she has a massive she has a good sword that is increases a hero's melee attack by 13. So this is a nice sword for a priest, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give my Araya the freaking two-handed sword, because again, it's a two-handed sword. That's 13, as you can see, 22 damage, man, 22. So I'm gonna give her an axe, and now she has an axe. Of course, she also has a leather armor. Increases the hero's melee and range defense by 5. Not even my knight has that, so I'm gonna give everything to my knight that, of course, knight needs. My priest will stay behind And of course, now you can have also heroes in your army. As I said before, you can make your Fellowship of the Ring and be sexy like a beast. Let's see what she has. She has basic combat, so increases again heroes melee and range to 15. Again, she's not gonna fight, so that's not something I'm gonna go for. Advanced Life Magic gives the hero ability to cast level 2 life magic spells. It also requires some basic spirituality, and is one of the requirements for Master Resurrection. That is a very important one. I want to resurrect most of my units if possible. Of course, basic healing gives the hero 10 spell points and increases spell point recovery 2 per day. It is one of the requirements for Advanced Life Magic. And basic spirituality increases the effectiveness of life magic spell by 20%. So all in all of them are important for me if I'm gonna have a priest in my army. So that's it, what we can do in the city. So we can leave it now. Also, we can hire another one, recruit a creature, hire heroes. Now you don't need the tavern, I think, to recruit creatures. That is, let's see, do we need actually a tavern? Yes, we do. So we do have a tavern. Again, we have tavern, we have the Order of Paladins, sells swords, plate mail, and potions of restoration, holy water, healing, mirth, and immortality. We also have Order of Nature, teaches nature magic spells. Again, depending on the level of the mage guild, it teaches 2 spells each for level 1, 2, and 3, and 1 spell each for level 4 and 5. Okay, good for us. So we're gonna recruit a hero. Why? Again, we have a huge amount of choices, and I will go for a female hero. I want to have more females because they're hot, and I'm gonna try and find one of the. As you can see, you have the. If you want a specific kind of hero with its specific stories and stuff like that, you have it there. And there it is, Ted, or maybe Verno. I'm gonna go for female, thank you very much. Some hot female. That's like very evil hot, black, blue female Jin. So I'm gonna go with her. Sharach, Lord Order, and she has a basic nobility. Increases all creature growth by 10% in town that recognizes this hero as its governor. It also allows the hero to learn advanced estates, advanced mining, and advanced diplomacy. So if you really want to have a lot of money, you're gonna go with one of these bastards. Basic stats gives the hero the ability to produce an extra 100 gold per day for their kingdom, plus 10% per level of the hero. It is required to learn expert ability. So she will be bought by me. Cheryl fell in love with a human wizard once. She lived a happy life with the man, but since she is an immortal genie, she watched her beloved grow old and pass away. Now this somber genie tries to carry on with nothing left but her memories and a wish that she too had been mortal. Well, again, I like those little stories. I wish there were more stories for just even regular soldiers. So just, you know, like, just more lore, more stuff to read. So I'm gonna buy her, just 2,000 buckaroos, and of course we can choose her as a governor for this. Everyone agrees, of course they do, and get her also in our team. Why the hell not? Now let's see what she has. She is 16, 24, 10 of course damage. Of course we have read what she has in terms of abilities. Good stuff for her. We can of course leave her, but I'm not. I'm gonna try and Lord. Probably gonna go with full knight class kind of stuff. So yeah, okay, get them out of there. And now as you can see, we have our formations. So we have a knight in front, we have a squires in front, we have a magic, of course our priest that will go behind. She will go here, as then there you go, and put like this, perfect. And of course if enemy tries to shoot any of them, if they have arrows, that is, or any kind of course ranged ability, they'll have to, of course, they'll be half a damage, because, or yeah, half a damage, or not even be able to shoot at these certain units. We'll see how that actually also goes. So let's see, what do we have? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Scores of what? Peasantry. That's a peasantry. Okay, so it's always a different thing. I usually like have a bunch of evil red devils here, and I have something totally different here, something like trolls I think, or some crap like that. So let's see, as a taxpayer this creature generates 1 gold per creature per day in taxes. So all in all, good stuff for him. Scores, it's, I think scores in this one is like over 60 or something units. So yeah, good thing to know. I think it's over 60. Okay, Fountain of Strength bestows a temporary boost to the combat damage of any hero. Good, let's immediately go for that this turn. Do remember that all these units have movement points, so the slowest unit, when the slowest unit does its movement point, ends them, that is, all other units stop. So you can move others, you know, like for instance, let's see, he has 0 movement point, 12 movement point by squires. We have, of course, 15, 0, 15, 3. So you can see certain units like squires here have 0, archers that is crossbowmen have 0, while these squires actually have 12 movement points. All in all, the slowest units will slow your entire force down, but you can always leave that one unit behind and move on with the rest of them. But because we're kind of maybe, no, I'm not, you know what, I'm gonna try and just leave the armies as they are for now, or maybe not. You know, like I'm not gonna fight anyone anytime soon. Though I do want that ore mine margin, I will be able to kill these bastards definitely with what I have. Sure. Okay, so there are dozens of evil imps that can drain spell points from enemy spellcasters and transfer them to friendly spellcasters. Of course, that's gonna be a quite useless ability for them at this point because they mana leech, that is, so useless. They can fly. Flying allows these creatures to fly over obstacle, creatures, heroes, and castle walls. So I guess that's the only good ability they can have at the moment, because again, they have no heroes, they have no spellcasting other units. They have, of course, Skeletors. Skeletors, undead creatures, are not affected by morale or by spells and abilities that only work on living creatures. Some spells and artifacts, such as a holy water, have special effects on undead creatures. Undead creatures, however, give an additional -2 morale penalty to all non-dead creatures. So I guess having them in an army of humans would be all bad. I think I've noticed that also in Heroes 3. I had like a few undead minions and everybody like getting morale down. Totally crappy stuff. So now, you see, I don't want that combination. I want my specific kind of, if I'm a human, I want my human stuff. Of course, I'm going to try to combine with barbarians or something like that. That's all dependable. So what I'm gonna do here, because there's stuff I want to capture, I could go, let's see, who has the most movement points here. I think mostly my heroes will always have movement points. Of course, my monk has movement points. I'm gonna move her. Let's see, her, and yeah, my genie. Okay, my 2 heroes will be moving, and now, of course, yeah, as you can see, of course, she is also in her army. My bad. Like this, thank you. And now, of course, you can see huge amount of stuff. Well, immediately you just draw a bunch of stuff. Okay, good stuff. But do remember that they do not have those snowflake shoes. So again, the reduction in movement points will be there for them all. See if she won't be able to capture that. Our genie should remember their names. So she's called again. Let's see. Her name is. What's your name, woman? What's your name? I know you're a lord. What's your name? Sarah. I'm gonna call it Sarah. So Sharach. I want to Sharach. Sharach. Yeah. Okay, I can go with that. Sharach. Let's see. We have a monk. Kathleen. Damn, I remembering all this name at the very beginning will be hard, but nonetheless, Cat. And of course we have Sarah, Ashran, whatever. God damn it, I already forgot the freaking name of the genie. She's a genie. Let's call it Genie. Genie. Yeah, that's the name. That's a good name. And now, if you see this, of course, movement points, a movement, that is the line where you're gonna the thingy, the movement, how it's called. Anyway, the yellow thing represents the aggro radius, so these guys will immediately charge her if she doesn't have after that any movement points. She might get totally screwed. So I'm gonna capture this like a boss and then I run away towards this position and steal whatever I can there. And that's it, what I can do. Of course, these are your movement points. I think these are movement points. Oh, sorry, this is strength. Of course, movement points in green, my bad. So you can see the strength compared to other armies and stuff like that. Okay, good stuff. We have bought everything. We can't do anything anymore. So the only thing left for us is to end the turn and see what's gonna happen. Holy shit, something happened. All of a sudden someone spawned. I could run away. Oh, that's 80. There is no way I can do anything. So I'm gonna just run away. Oh, the only town you own is too close to this battle to permit a safe retreat. What? It's too close to this battle to permit a safe retreat. Well, isn't that the point? Like, it's too close and I can't retreat? What the fuck? If I surrender, there is no way. There is no way. Oh crap, I pressed the auto thingy. God damn it, I hate this. Sometimes I screw myself over for unknown reasons. Nonetheless, she will die. And yeah, oh well, that's it for her. Of course, they're not interested in actually. So we will lose our priest immediately. God damn it. I can resurrect her, I think. So I'm gonna resurrect her as soon as possible. Yeah, all in all, yeah. Well, I could try to kill them, maybe a few. If possible, a defender. God damn it, I can't believe that happened. All of a sudden, someone spawned. I think, yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because they were invisible. Let's see if they have that kind of possibility to hide inside. With stealth, these creatures at a distance on an adventure map to second level creatures and heroes with basic scouting. Creatures invisible to the adjacent first level creatures and heroes with no scouting. Damn. So we got screwed immediately at the very beginning. Mind you, at the very beginning we lost already a hero. That's a big loss, I would say. That's for the beginning. Oh man, I still can't believe that I can't retreat. You know, like, it's too close to retreat to it. Isn't that the point? Like, wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with, I mean, she's dead. Martyr cast on friendly target, yeah. Useless. Mert gives the target maximum morale. Defender increases melee and range of defense of all friend. God damn it, she has some good spells. And of course, morale down, but she is dead. God damn it, there it goes. Immediately lost. So they did definitely have some stuff there. And again, we can capture that for our own good. That as you can see, you have the tombstone. We can get that into a monastery to resurrect our creature or into a town. So we'll resurrect our beautiful priest as soon as possible. So let's say we use our genie and capture this. We got plus 400 gold and plus 4 crystal. You were drawn to this campfire by the smell of wood and smoke. Well, wood smoke, sorry. But you find the camp abandoned. How odd. You douse the flames, search the supplies, and find, of course, all that. Good stuff. Oh, we have some barbarians. We have scores of berserkers. Well, berserkers definitely one of those evil creatures that could eat your soul. Well, I'm gonna go with experience. She gained an experience, awesome stuff, level up. Now, of course, we can go with the advanced estates, basic diplomacy. Also, diplomacy always very important if you don't get some creatures and you just don't want to fight always. I'm gonna probably also go for this as soon as possible, or maybe immediate. I'm gonna go with that, then basic mind. I'm gonna go all the things that could help her in terms of helping us in a long run and getting money and stuff like that. She's now level 2 lord, so I'm gonna go with basic diplomacy. We can capture that. Yeah, without battle. I'm gonna do that. No, damn it, I was hoping that there won't be any battle. Yeah, I don't have any troops, so I'm gonna retreat. Excellent. Now she's at the castle. Usually you would find them, I think, in third one, you would find them inside the freaking barracks, not barracks, the tavern. So you will have to recruit them again, I think. Nonetheless, thankfully we don't have to do that. Let's fall back, maybe like for how much is this? Let's see. The Phantom Strength bestows temporary boost to combat damage to any hero. I'm gonna do this again, plus 20% damage. Join with these armies. And let's see. She is a lord. Yeah, we don't have our magic user anymore. That is our priest. Okay. Let's see, can we buy stuff? Yeah, I can buy a few of these units, few of the crossbowmen, and of course our squires. I'll buy them, not because I need them, but because I need them. Why? I'm gonna do this actually. I'm gonna do this one, okay, and that's it. Just for scouting. So we have one for scouting. I'm gonna scout with one of our squires. I think squires have better movement points than the freaking, let's see, do they actually have the movement points? They have 19, I think, if that's like a toll. And 19, okay, so they do have the same amount of movement points. Nonetheless, let's rejoin these armies. Wait, did I do this well? Okay. Put them all here, there. Excellent. Excellent. I think I'll be able. Oh, it's in yellow, so there is definitely something I may not be able to see. Yeah, we're aggroing something. Fall back. You're gonna die. And that's it. I think I can build some more buildings maybe. Let's see. Purchase building. Ballista work. Generous ballista. I guess that would be nice to have. I don't know how that works in this game. So I'm gonna buy one just for sake of it. Just to see how that works. Because I'm quite interested. A ballista. Yes. Okay. So they are just like a unit. They're not just stationary unit like in Heroes. I was worried that there are no ballistae or any kind of catapults in this game. I think Winds of War adds that. I'm not so certain, but I think the Winds of War and expansion added certain units like the catapults and stuff like that. Nonetheless, excellent for us. Let's drop him here. We're gonna utilize him also. Excellent. Let's put him there. Excellent. Now let's see. As you can see, ballista behind. Let's see the damage. Ballista are complicated mechanical units capable of firing a bolt over great distances. They can do full damage at any range, even behind obstacles and castle walls. Again, like a big crossbow. They have many abilities. Again, ranged ability. Mechanical creatures are not affected by morale or by spells or abilities that only work on living creatures. And of course, again, they're same like crossbowmen, just huge crossbow thing. No obstacle penalty allows this creature to do full damage to target behind castle walls and other obstacles. So again, good stuff for us. I'm totally happy that I got that. That's gonna be interesting to see how it works. So let's end this turn. Attack, get that tombstone. Yep, gonna get her. And see what's gonna. So they have like 80 of those assassins. Will they attack this time around or not? I have no idea. Yes, they are. Okay. So now they split them up. Let's see how this is gonna work for us. Now these are, let's see, these are of course stealth units, but the damage 1 to 3, 11 damage, hand-to-hand attack, 9 armor, 9 armor against the ranged, 10 health only. I think I'll be able to easily kill them with my main units. Of course, now we have our hero on the battlefield and our very first battle in Heroes 4 on the video. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see how this goes. We have a crossbow, so we can immediately shoot at one of them, and of course tell us for 27 to 43 damage. So there it goes. How much health they have? 10. So I immediately will kill a bunch of these bastards. Let's see, we'll go for this 19 maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the 19. There it goes. 4 down. Excellent. Now of course I'm leaving these troops that are melee. We're gonna stay in front and in defense. We have of course our Lord. Lord, our genie. She can't cast any spells. That's okay. Defense. Okay, so again we have 34 crossbow. Let's see the damage they will be able. Okay, 74 to 112. So we'll do a massive amount of damage on this. -8 dudes dead. 8 of these bandits dead. We are killing them because they killed our hero. So let's see how much damage we can do with our big ballista. So less than we have with 34 crossbowmen, but that's okay. I'm gonna try and minimize as much as I can of these bastards before they can reach us. You see, they can already like move half a terrain, well, almost half. They'll need 2 more turns to attack us. As you can see, we need 2 turns just to reach them. As you can see by the number. So all in all, they need 2 turns to reach us. All in all, good stuff. Let's kill these guys immediately. 4 dead. Excellent. I'm gonna put my maceman here to the left. Excellent. Put our Lord here. Excellent. And put, of course, our another maceman or squire there. Kinda, it's funny when they say squire. This guy is just a big fucking maceman. So anyway, let's see. Okay, crossbowman. What can we do with crossbowman? We can try. As you can see, we cannot attack him. We have no line of sight thing against him. So again, plus we have all these 3 guys on perfect shots. So we'll just utilize that shot against this with 15 dudes. Oh my god, -10. That's a huge damage. And let's kill him off. Maybe. No, we did not. That's okay. That's okay. Hope we don't lose too many units. And now, of course, next attack for them. Oh, morale down. Excellent, excellent. Now I can attack them and see how much damage. 50 to 75. Ooh, I will go for it, to be honest, or just to wait it out. I'm gonna put actually my maceman like this. Excellent. And yeah, like that. I'm gonna leave it and shoot with my crossbowman. First I'm gonna shoot with my ranged units and then wait for what's gonna happen. I don't know if I put them on the freaking defense, will they actually add like disorders, the select troop. Okay, melee range defense and defending troop is increased by 25%. That's good, that's what I wanted to know. Excellent, I'm gonna go on this with 10. Excellent, -4, beautiful job. Let's see if our genie can do anything. She can't, she's only has the freaking sword. Okay, and leave our squire there, and now of course our crossbow will finish off with this 11. Excellent, -9, so their damage is quite, again, the next unit will die, has only 6 health. The damage what they will try to do on us is quite, well, 9, so one of these will be close to death, or of course will die probably. So let's see, our ballista, who to shoot with? I'm gonna shoot him immediately. Only 4 dead. They'll immediately go for, of course, our crossbowman. Great, excellent, excellent. Already dead. Now I do love the combat feel of this. Oh man, 2 times attacking me, you bastards. You bastards. Let me kill you first and foremost with my squire. Excellent. And of course we're gonna shoot the crossbow in his eye. 4 dead. I could try to attack with the genie, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. Yeah, I could do with squire, but only 2 turns, so we're gonna have to wait. Defend. Excellent. Stab him in the eye. Excellent. Again, I think we have not lost one of our soldiers, not one, so that's good for us. Again, using the ballista, he should die. 5 dead. Excellent. Excellent. If they go for the heroes, that's a plus for me, because again I do not lose soldiers at all. Excellent. And we won our very first battle, and we won. No casualties. Beautiful. Beautiful. You have captured some artifacts from your enemy. Okay, to distribute them to your army, click and drag an artifact to the portrait of your choice. When you're finished, click OK. So, okay, I'm gonna give Genie some snowshoes. We have a longbow, which of course none of these soldiers can utilize. I'm gonna give Genie that. And we have again the axe, which is, I guess, crappier than what we have, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's get experience. Let's pick up all the gem and of course activate the gem mine. Excellent for us. And that's it for this video. That's gonna be the first video. Next time I'm gonna try to do much more. So let's save. And next time I wish you all the best.